Output just dropped another big arcade update. And if you're a fan of arpeggiators, get hyped because this update is all about Arcade's newest line, ARPS. ARPS contains new sample kits, new note kits, and it introduces a brand new multi-layer arpeggiator that will work with any of the note kits that have been introduced since Arcade 2.0. Before we get started, be sure to visit the link in the video description for a free 30-day trial of Arcade if you're interested. And a very special thank you to my friends at Output for supporting this channel and sponsoring today's video. As always, even though Output sponsored the video, all thoughts and opinions are of course my own. And y'all already know how much I dig Arcade. I've been talking about it long before Output were a channel sponsor. So now that that's out of the way, let's dive in. So you can see right on the homepage, introducing ARPS. ARPS is the 51st line that Arcade have introduced. And if you're new, lines are just little subcategories, genres that kind of determine which kits, samples you're going to get. And obviously ARPS is going to be all about arpeggiators. So let's take a listen to some of the sample kits. Nice. Let's check this one out. Let's take a listen to some of these note kits. So let's dive in. This is just going to behave like any of the other note kits. But if we go up here to tweak, you'll notice this new arpeggiator section on the far right side. You have 3 different ARP layers, which is really cool. You can get some really interesting effects with that. And then each ARP layer has a bunch of different parameters that you can tweak: volume, length, chord, octave, pan, chance. You can adjust how many steps each sequence is, and then you can add up to, let's see how many sequences. It's still going. So that looks like 8 total sequences you can add. You can also solo each arpeggiator. And what I find really cool is you can go down to each of these different parameters, and there's this little dice icon. And this is obviously going to allow you to randomize each of these parameters. It's a little fast. And up top here, you have 2 different dice icons. So if you click just the one die, it will just change your selected parameter. But if you click this multi-dice icon, it's going to randomize everything. Let's check out this telepathy note kit. It sounds like there's some cool arpeggiators working together. So let's check out these layers. So we have one layer, ARP A. Let's check out the second layer. Really cool. And then the ARP C, the third layer. cool. So let's check out all three of these together. And as always, you have your macro and modulation controls, your mixer, and your waveform layers that you can tweak and edit. All right, so let's see if we can whip up a little tune. There's a sample that I heard earlier. Yep. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, I like a little bit of that. And I just like to bounce down those arcade parts so I'm not overwhelming my system with too many instances of arcade. Let's see if we can find a bass part. This pop underground line is pretty new and I haven't really played around with it much. So let's go into here and see if we can find anything cool. Let's take a listen to some of these sampler kits. Oh, there's some drum stuff in here I like. I like that a lot. I kind of want this on the offbeat though. Yeah, I like that. There's a sidechain synth in here that I really like. Oh. Well, that's our bass part for sure. Yeah, I love that. I pretty much like everything in this kit, so I'm going to snag a bunch of these parts. All right, so I got a bunch of different parts that I like. I'm going to map these out. I also imported this new disco-y kind of drum loop. I think it sounds really cool. Another feature that I really like that Output have implemented is not only can you browse by sampler kits and note kits when you're in a particular line, but you can also go over here to this section that says samples and you can browse all of the samples that are in that particular line. If you like a sample, you can download it and then you can drag it down onto your keyboard, which is really cool. All right, this one is sounding really cool. I want to go back into our ARP note kit. I found this light beams kit that I think could sound pretty cool. All right, this is feeling pretty cool. I think it's time to add some guitar. So if you take a look back at some of the videos on my channel, you'll see that I've been a happy arcade subscriber since pretty much the beginning. And what keeps me renewing that subscription is how frequently Output are updating arcade with new lines, new sampler and note kits, and features like the new arpeggiator. And the monthly price still hasn't gone up, so that's always a good thing. I've said it before, Arcade really is one of those cheat code plugins. You'll never be short of song ideas when you're using it. And I think this new arpeggiator adds a whole new dimension to what was already a really great platform. So again, check out the description below for a free trial if you're interested. But that's going to wrap up today's video, my friends. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.